Alright, so now that we've started to create our, or we've got our nameplate part for the laser cut out and done and ready to go, what we're going to start to create now is the battery cover, or the battery and switch cover. So the program we're going to use for that is going to be Autodesk Inventor. So you can find it usually right on your desktop. It's going to be the icon. It's got a big eye in the middle of it. If you don't happen to see it on your desktop, you can find that under your Windows menu. If you scroll down, Autodesk Inventor, there's a folder. Click on the drop down and click on Autodesk Inventor Professional 2018 English. So you're going to want to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to start to open up Autodesk. All right, Autodesk Inventor. So it does take a minute or two to open up. Alright, so once it's opened up, it should look like this. You may get a pop-up window saying you're new. If you want to learn about the program, you could definitely click on those and watch some of the tutorial videos. They are extremely helpful. Or you can just click on Start Drawing, and it'll bring you to a window like this. You won't have any files down here unless you've used it already before. So the first, what you're going to want to click on is New Part. So you're going to go ahead and click on Part. All right, and that's going to open up our drawing window, our model space. Okay, which is going to look like this. So this kind of grayish bluish area is our model space. This is what we're going to be doing all of our drawing in. So first thing we're going to start with is a two-dimensional sketch, a two-dimensional drawing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click 2D sketch. All right, we're going to click on that. So right now what it pulls up is it wants to know what plane I want to draw this on. So you could pretty much select any plane. I generally will pick the XY plane that I want to draw on. So again, I'm going to select the XY plane. I'm going to click, and that's going to open this up here. All right, so the first thing I want to start with is going to be a rectangle. All right, so I'm going to click on rectangle, this 2-point center rectangle. I'm going to click on that. So I'm going to click right on the center point. All right, and I'm going to drag that out, and I want to add some dimensions here. So the dimensions that I want are going to be 3.31 wide. All right, so I've typed that in. So now I can just click on this right here. However, I can also just hit the tab key. All right, and it will bring me to the next one, and I want to make it 3.75 tall, and click enter. So right now I need to zoom out because it's bigger than the plane I was in. So right now I've got my rectangle here ready. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press escape. So now I've got my rectangle all set. But the first thing I want to do is I want to add a radius to some of these corners. I want to add a round over to this corner here and this corner here. So we're going to use a tool that we've used also in AutoCAD, is the fillet tool. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to pull up this little window. So this window is going to determine the radius that you want to make it. So the radius that we want is 0.25. So we're going to select and type in 0.25. All right. So do not close this. All right. As soon as you close this, you're no longer in the fillet tool. So I want to round over this corner here. So I'm going to click and round that over. And I want to round over this corner here. All right. So the top right corner and the bottom left corner want to be rounded over. All right. This corner I want to leave straight or square, and this one I want to leave square. So now I've got those two corners rounded over. I can go ahead and I can press escape, or I can close this out. All right. So now this is the start of kind of like a backplate where the switch and the battery are going to be held. So now that I've got this done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click Finish Sketch. All right. So that's going to start to bring me into this three-dimensional view. So now what I want to do is I want to make this a three-dimensional object. I actually want it to have some thickness to it. So I'm going to use this extrude function. So I'm going to click on that. All right. So you can see it automatically selected the plane because there was only one plane to be extruded. There was only one surface to be extruded. And usually the default distance is 1 inch. So I want to change that. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to type in 0.04. I don't want this to be very, very thick. So I'm going to click on that and select 0.04. I'm going to go ahead and press OK. So now if I zoom in, you could see it's actually a three-dimensional object. All right. So this is, again, this is my backplate. So this is what the switch and the battery cover are going to be built on top of this. So from here, I want to start to, so now that I have this ready, I want to start to work on, first thing I'm going to work on is going to be the battery holder, what's going to hold the battery.